If your bread machine bread keeps turning out heavy, dense, crumbly, brick-like, I'm here to help you fix that. It's probably not your recipe, it's what's happening during the kneading cycle. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix that by using a method that I use, where you read the dough, adjust it, confirm it before the kneading cycle is complete, and you will always turn out with that perfect loaf of bread. This is not a complicated technique, and you don't need special tools. You just need to know what to look for and when to intervene. Once you understand this, you can fix most bread machine problems on the spot instead of guessing and hoping for the best. Dense bread usually comes from one of these three things. The dough is too dry, the dough is too wet, or the ingredients were measured slightly off, especially the flour. And here's the important part. You cannot always fix these issues during the measuring stage, but you can fix them while the machine is kneading. This is why watching the dough matters. I use the same process every single time I make bread in the bread machine. I don't skip it, even after years of baking. I read the dough, adjust the dough, and confirm the dough. This happens during the kneading cycle, usually in the first 5 to 10 minutes. Let's start with reading the dough. You're looking for how the dough behaves, not just how it looks. If the dough is too dry, you'll see things like crumbly pieces, a dough ball that bangs around hard in the pan, dough that won't come together, and dry flour in the bottom and the corners of the pan. Dry dough doesn't stretch well, so it can't trap gas properly, and that's how you end up with dense bread. Small changes matter, so only make tiny adjustments like a tablespoon of water or a tablespoon of flour and let it knead for about a minute more and watch how it responds. You will know if it needs more after about a minute or so. But it is easier to adjust in small amounts than it is to make a big adjustment and then have to adjust the other way. Like if your dough ball is too wet and you add too much flour, now your dough ball is too dry and you're going to have to add more water. So if you make those small adjustments, you won't have to go back and forth. So how do you know if your dough ball is too wet? You will notice that the dough ball, it may be forming a ball, but perhaps there's a lot of smearing of dough all around the pan, and it's not completely collecting all the dough into the ball. It's leaving some and smearing it around the pan. Touch the dough ball. Is it way too soft? Perhaps it's a puddle in the pan. It's not even forming a ball. This dough ball is too wet, and so you will need to add a tablespoon of flour at a time. Let it knead for about a minute, then read the dough ball again. Is it still too wet? If so, add another tablespoon of flour. Let it knead for about a minute and make these adjustments slowly and in small increments until you get that dough ball formed correctly. Now, just as soon as that dough ball looks correct, stop making adjustments. So what does a correct dough ball look like? So it's going to be smooth. And when I say smooth, I'm not talking silky smooth. There are some recipes with certain enrichments that may produce a silky smooth dough ball, but I mean it's not going to be crumbly and have dry flour and look ragged. So it's going to be formed together. It's going to hold its shape. Like if you pause the machine, the dough ball holds its shape. It doesn't like fall down into a puddle in the bottom of the machine, in the bottom of the pan. It has cleaned off the sides of the pan. There is no flour stuck to the sides of the pan. There is no dough smearing on the sides of the pan. That's a good sign that your dough ball is ready. And as the paddle kneads the dough ball, it is moving around easily. It's not straining and it's not knocking that dough ball from side to side because it's too firm. Once you have confirmed your dough ball is correct, close the lid and walk away. Don't open the lid of your bread machine during the bake cycle because that lets out the heat and that can cause you to have a gummy loaf. Let's talk about common mistakes. The first mistake is not checking the dough ball at all. And I know there is a train of thought about bread machines out there that say, I just dump everything in and walk away and I've never had a problem. And that's wonderful. And once you learn your recipe, once you have made that recipe multiple times and you know that you are measuring those ingredients right and you're using the same ingredients, the same brand of flour, then you very well can dump in those ingredients and walk away and know that your dough ball is going to form correctly. But if you have not made that recipe multiple times, or perhaps the weather has changed, or perhaps the brand of flour has changed, just because it worked right the last time does not mean it is going to behave the same way the next time. Bread machines take all the work out of making bread, but they don't remove the judgment. And that's why looking in and reading your dough ball is important. The second mistake is making large adjustments instead of small adjustments. So make small adjustments, only a tablespoon of flour at a time, only a tablespoon of water at a time. Or if it doesn't look very dry, just a little dry, then a teaspoon of water. Don't over adjust. And another thing, when your dough ball is too wet, another mistake that people make is adding too much flour. Keep in mind that as that dough ball kneads, it will gain shape. So it might look a little wet in the beginning, but if it doesn't look extremely wet, don't add flour. And if you've added a tablespoon of flour, give it time to knead and form, because adding too much flour then will cause you to end up with a dry dough ball. And the fourth mistake is walking away too early during the kneading cycle. There's nothing wrong with scraping down the sides of your pan. There's nothing wrong with putting in your hand and feeling of that dough ball to make sure it is soft enough and not too firm and not too wet. If you're struggling with making bread in your bread machine, it's probably because no one showed you what that dough ball should look like during the kneading cycle. There's nothing wrong with you or your skills or your recipe. It's just that you need to read, confirm, and adjust before you walk away. This one skill will improve every loaf of bread that you make in your bread machine.